Hello everybody and welcome back to ADHD, or as my mum likes to call it, ADHD. I'm aware that the set isn't here today, but that's because I've tried to make this video 3 times already, and every time something else has gone wrong. The first one, for example, looks like this. That's right, the audio wouldn't record. I'll be better in the future, I believe in me. I'm just kind of fed up of things going wrong, okay? Last week, I saw an octopus that crawled out of the water and attacked a frickin' crab on land and then brought it back into the water, and it looks like this. Turns out the octopus can just sometimes chill and just kind of climb around on land, so it's pretty insane. US Gold 06 says, "Why are you funny on camera, but not in person?" Well, that's a simple answer really. Editing. I'm not funny on camera or in person. I just say things and they come out my mouth, and if they're not very funny, then what I can do to kind of save that is I can zoom in on my face. It's like, oh, look at that, he's zoomed in. I can also do this, oh, look at that, his head's big, so now what he said, it doesn't matter what he said, doesn't matter if it was the most cringeworthy thing I've ever heard in my life, or the funniest thing that I've ever heard in my life. His head got big, so I'm just gonna laugh at that instead of the actual context of his point. That's the answer to that one, Elliot. My next question comes from Skydra Wing, after lots of compliments, which I very much appreciate, thank you very much. And she's talking about a video that I made a while back called A Doomed Generation. And she's saying, what made you make that? She says it's one of her favorite videos from my channel, and she's just curious about what pushed me to make it. So what pushed me to make that video was just purely an annoyance at generations getting mad at younger generations. Every generation has talked down the other generation after it, and that generation has grown up after being talked down to by the older one, and then they've talked down the younger generation, and it's just this vicious cycle that just keeps going on and on and on. And I was also sick of people saying, oh my god, the world sucks so bad, when the world's been a lot worse at literally any other point in time in history. So lastly, guys, I think I'm just going to talk about the name of this show. Last week I mentioned that I officially do have ADHD, which is technically true. I took a test where they gave me a piece of paper with a bunch of questions on it, and I had to answer strongly agree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree. And if you answer strongly agree or agree to all of the statements, then you have ADHD, congratulations. And this felt way too easy, so I was very skeptical of whether it was true or not, and I didn't know if they were just trying to sell me drugs or what. It was a very interesting process. There's this big debate about ADHD, whether it's real or not. I think that it isn't technically real, but in the society that we have, it has to be real. So I'll expand on that. Basically, within the school system that we have, a lot of brains don't work well within it. And for those brains to feel comfortable, we need to give them a diagnosis and things to make them feel more normal. When really, that's just another kind of human being. But since that human being isn't a normal kind of human being, then we can't base the whole school system off of them. So diagnosing people with ADHD is something that's necessary, but I don't think it's good. I think telling people they're different and telling people that they're wrong to feel some way isn't a productive way of dealing with someone's differences. It's a very complicated issue. I recommend you look into it and get a bunch of different opinions, not just mine. I'll talk more about it in more detail in another video that's a bit better, and if you guys have any questions about my experiences and opinions on things like overdiagnosis, because I definitely think that's an issue. I'm sorry this video wasn't very good. The next one will be. Trust me, if it's not, I'm ending my career. Now. Through the means of a gun to the mouth. This has been ADHD episode 2. It's been crap, but you know what? The next one will be good, and my video coming up will be good too, hopefully. So tell your friends, subscribe, like, comment. Please ask me questions for the next episode if you want your question featured. Alright guys, I will see you next time. Goodbye, baby boys.